Today on Getting Real with the Housewives, Shannon Beador breaks her silence on her DUI while Kim Zolciak fires back at Kroy. Plus, Jessel Taank previews the RHONY reunion while responding to Ubah's claims that there are two sides to Jenna Lyons.
Jenna is a powerhouse. I think she does come across as that on the show.
Plus, Monica Garcia reveals if she believes the rumors about Angie's husband.
We don't care if it's true or not. If you guys have an arrangement, amazing. If you have an open marriage, like whatever. I'm the last person to judge. Look at what I've done.
And Tinsley Mortimer has found love again. We've got that plus so much more on today's Getting Real with the Housewives. Hey guys, Christina Garibaldi here, and welcome to another big week of Getting Real with the Housewives. Brand new season of RHONY has wrapped up. I absolutely loved it. I thought it was great. Would love to know what you guys had to think about this season, so let me know in the comments. We actually spoke to Jessel, so we'll get to that in a little bit. But before we do, wanted to see what you guys had to say about last week's show. Carpe Diem says, I don't really understand why Mary is back in Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Is she really earning her paycheck? It seems like a lot of people were saying this. I mean, I feel like she is there for comic relief. I mean, she's not really participating in a lot of the events that the ladies have. I feel like she's earning her paycheck, especially after this past episode when she didn't even know that her son was married for the past year. I can't imagine that. Moving on to another commenter says, I miss Renna, always liked her, and I love Shannon and wish her the very best. Well, we'll get to the Shannon news in just a second, but let's get into our big news of the week. And we are so excited here at Us Weekly because we have launched our very first reality star issue, and gracing our cover is the one and only Ariana Madix. I mean, really, was there a question that she was our reality star of the year? She has been impeccable. But inside the new issue, we have 10 more reality stars who were seen stealing and conversation starters over the past year. And two housewives, of course, made this list, Kyle Richards and Jenna Lyons. Of course, Jenna made a name for herself in the 2010s as the creative director of J. Crew, but now she's a certified reality star and a fan favorite thanks to her no-nonsense style and ability to stay above the drama-filled fray. She told us, I don't know if I understand it any better, but I do find the passion and the loyalty from the fans really incredible. Well, like I said earlier, we recently caught up with her co-star Jessel and her husband Pavitt, who had this to say about Jenna and her thoughts on the upcoming reunion. So take a look. Ubah kind of called out Jenna for being, there's the TV version of Jenna and the real life version of Jenna. Do you feel like that as well?
I don't feel like there was necessarily two personalities. I think Jenna is Jenna. But also Jenna is on, and we're all on, a reality TV show. So I think that, you know, for her especially, there is an element of like, what do I say, what do I not say, how do I act, how do I not act? And it was the same for all of us. You know, it's confusing. And you do have to think twice before you say something or do something. Jenna is a powerhouse. I think she does come across as that on the show. So,
have you worn the lingerie since?
I gifted it to Angie.
You did? Oh, that's right. It's in the BravoCon.
Yes, it's in the clubhouse. I was very happy to do that. I was like,
right.
It's going to BravoCon.
Yes, you're right. You're going to want a BravoCon red carpet. What was your first reunion experience like?
I didn't know what to expect. It was really, I think it was actually really good.
Okay.
It was therapy in the best way. Andy, you know, love him, but like don't know what he's thinking. So like always on edge. And I'm like, wait, is this a question that he's going to like tear into me about? But it was really, it was great to air everything out.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Do you think Brynn and Sai will be able to be okay after what happened?
I hope so. I hope so. I think that, you know, they were very close before this happened. I hope they make amends.
Yeah. I am excited about this reunion. It seems like Jessel was very cool, calm, and collected about the whole thing. And she would agree, if you want to watch our full interview, she would agree that she went from kind of, I really like totally on board with this person to definitely fan favorite by the end. I would love to know if you are team Sai, team Jessel. Do you think that they will actually be friends? There was a lot to kind of unpack there, so definitely let me know in the comments. All right, moving on to Shannon Beador because she broke her silence after getting arrested for a hit and run and DUI. She said in a video on her Instagram story, I know it's been a while since I posted and there's been a lot of talk about what happened recently, but unfortunately right now I'm not in the position to comment. But there will be a time when I can, and I intend to be open, honest, and authentic. Actually, in the clip, she was taking a stroll with her dog Archie, giving fans a glimpse of the dog and adding, right now I'm focusing on getting healthy, getting back to myself, and walking Archie. Of course, Archie was in the car with her when she was involved in that DUI. Glad to see that they are both doing doing okay, and hopefully she's getting the help that she needs. Still no word if she's definitely attending BravoCon. She's currently on the list. Maybe it'll be there that she kind of explains herself and gives us an update on how she's doing. Well, Kim Zolciak finally responded to Kroy, his August custody filing, and she does not agree with his request. So she filed court documents asking that she be granted primary physical custody of her and Kroy's 4 minor children. She's also seeking joint legal custody of the kids, and she claimed that she is a loving, fit, and proper parent. While Kim wants full physical custody of the kids, she is seeking temporary and permanent child support from Kroy. She claimed in the documents that she is dependent on Kroy for support and maintenance of her current lifestyle. Kim is asking that Kroy, who is a retired NFL player, pay temporary and permanent alimony as well as her legal fees. So they have since agreed to list their Georgia mansion, which officially went on the market earlier this week. The house is listed at $6 million, which if sold could help alleviate the estranged couple's legal and financial difficulties. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. It seems like they both really don't have jobs right now. He is a retired NFL player, so he's not getting that NFL money anymore. And I think this is why that they got themselves in the position that they are in. Hopefully the sale of their house will help, but they are listing the house for I think $2 million more than they did a few months ago. So we'll have to wait and see if they will actually get that type of money for this house. But once again, these two are in the news. It's like a hamster wheel. It just keeps going round and round and round. Well, this is a story that I am so excited about, and this was such a pleasant surprise. So Tinsley Mortimer has found love again nearly 2 years after she split from ex-fiance Scott Kluth. She posted a photo of herself posing with a mystery man and 3 children. She beamed on the tropical getaway with her new man, whose identity has not been publicly shared, but this is so exciting. She was wearing a very large ring, so a lot of people are saying that she could also be engaged. She has been wanting this for so long. She last dated Scott on and off for several years following a February 2017 blind date, which was set up by her former RHONY co-star Carl Radswell. They got engaged. They broke up, they got back together. It was kind of like a whole big thing. She moved to Chicago. She left the show for him. So it's nice to see that she has found love. We still don't know exactly what the situation is, who this guy is. There were some reports out there that he is a widower. So, you know, good for Tinsley. She absolutely deserves this. She really stepped back out of the spotlight. I think there were some rumors that she was offered a position to go on Ultimate Girls Trip. She turned it down because she really just wants to focus on herself, focus on her private life. So good for her. And hopefully she finds her happy ending. So very happy for her. All right, moving on over to Teresa Giudice and her daughter, as they have received backlash over their latest SHEIN collaboration, but they're unfazed by the negative response. Rep for Teresa told TMZ, "We acknowledge the concerns expressed about our partnership and met with the SHEIN team prior to working together. We 100% believe in ethical practices in all capacities, and in doing our due diligence have not seen any substantive evidence definitively showing unethical practices." I mean, a lot of people have their opinions on SHEIN because it's, you know, fast fashion and things like that, the poor working conditions. I mean, we'll have to take their statement with a grain of salt, that they have done their research. So hopefully they speak out a little bit more about this and why they wanted to collaborate with them. All right, well, moving on, because things are heating up in Salt Lake City as Monica and Angie faced off in the latest episode. Well, we sat down with Monica, who revealed why she didn't go to Angie first when she heard the rumors about her husband a long time ago. So you heard it from the streets. That's like you said, you heard it from the streets. You heard it from the Salt Lake City streets. How come you didn't go to Angie prior to this then?
I'm going to be completely honest with you because, you know, she's obviously said things that she has said in the public, but she and I were not that close. Sure. It wasn't something that I would reach out and tell her unless I'm with her, which we were building a relationship. We were building a friendship at that time. I would tell my friend that. I would. I'd be like, girl, did you hear what they're saying about you? Yeah. That's just how I am. And honestly, I would expect the same. If someone heard something, I would expect my friend to say, this is what they're saying. At that time, when I did tell her, we were in that place.
Sure, yeah.
So it made sense to tell her at that time.
Right. So were you completely baffled as to why she had such an issue with you saying that? Because she was like, why didn't you tell me? You're like, I did tell you. Like, we did have this conversation.
The whole thing is baffling to me. Right. I'm going to be honest, we've all had a lot worse rumors said about us. Yeah. So that being the rumor, I'm surprised that she is so triggered by it. I know she's heard worse. So,
like, will we see that eventually come up too? Yeah. We'll see, this is just getting started.
Exactly.
Did you believe the rumor?
I didn't, But I know the thing is I don't judge anybody. I know that a lot of people think that I'm judging Lisa for having money. That's not what it is. Sure. When I did tell her, I said, we don't care if it's true or not. If you guys have an arrangement, amazing. If you have an open marriage, like whatever. I'm the last person to judge. Look at what I've done. So it didn't matter to me if it was true or not. But I also just kind of feel like if it was, I don't care. If it isn't, I don't care. But this is what they're saying. That's kind of where I was at.
Were you surprised that that Angie and Heather became friends again?
Yeah. Yes. Actually, completely floored.
How come?
You'll have to see. You'll have to see.
Yeah, well, I guess they weren't that close of friends, but she says, I'm not here to judge, and Monica definitely doesn't judge. I mean, she's been an open book. I really enjoy her as a new housewife. Would love to know your opinion if you think that she is a good addition to the show. All right, let's wrap this up with our social spotlight of the week, and it goes to Orange County alum Shane Keogh, who's paid homage to his late nephew when naming his and his wife Francesca Keogh's baby girl. So if you remember, in April of 2020, Shane's sister Kara revealed that her newborn son McCoy died 6 days after he was born due to shoulder dystocia and a compressed umbilical cord. So in a tribute to their late nephew, Shane and Francesca named their little girl McKay. I love this. He wrote, "We are so lucky to have you here with us, and you are so lucky to have the mother you do and the overwhelming love of family around you. It doesn't feel that long ago when the world felt unfair and unpredictable to the point where I never thought I would have the opportunity to feel this joy and this type of love." I love that. What a beautiful tribute. And yes, it seems like that baby girl is definitely going to be surrounded with a lot of love. All right, well, that is it for this week's episode of Getting Real with the Housewives. Let us know in the comments what you think about our reality TV issue. Do Kyle and Jenna deserve to be on this list? I think so. And let me know what you think of Monica as the new addition of Salt Lake City. All right, keep commenting, keep subscribing, and we will see you guys next week.